Have you ever heard a story like this? A 72-year-old woman went to bed just like any other night. She had no serious health conditions and, warning signs. But when morning came, she never woke up. Her family was in shock, asking, how could this happen? The truth is that millions of people over 70 are making nighttime mistakes that silently put their health at risk. It might seem harmless, but simple habits before bed can impact heart health, blood pressure, and even survival. But here's the good news: these mistakes are avoidable. Today, I will walk you through 4 bedtime habits that many seniors unknowingly do, habits that could increase the risk of stroke and heart failure. By making small changes, you can protect your health and sleep better. Stick with me until the end, because the last habit is the one nearly everyone gets wrong. You won't want to miss it. Think about this for a moment. Have you ever woken up feeling exhausted, even after getting what you thought was a full night's sleep? Or maybe you have had nights where you woke up suddenly, your heart pounding, feeling restless, or struggling to breathe. If so, you are not alone. Many people over 70 experience these issues without realizing what is causing them. As we age, our bodies change in ways that make us more sensitive to small things we never noticed before. The foods we eat, the way we sleep, and even the temperature of our bedroom can impact our health in ways we never imagined. A simple bedtime habit that seemed harmless in your 40s or 50s could now be increasing your risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, or even a silent stroke while you sleep. But here is the good news: these risks are not set in stone. There are simple, science-backed changes you can make to your nighttime routine that will help you sleep better and wake up feeling more refreshed. In this video, we will break down 4 common bedtime mistakes and what you can do instead to protect your health. The last mistake is the one almost everyone gets wrong, so stay with me until the end. It might just save your life. Now, here is something to think about. Every small choice we make before bed can either help us sleep better or put our health at risk. The problem is that most people do not even realize they are making mistakes. They wake up feeling tired, assume it is just part of aging, and never question why. But the truth is, simple changes to your bedtime routine can have a huge impact. Stay with me, because the last mistake I will share is one that almost everyone gets wrong. The first, let's talk about something almost everyone does: eating late at night. After a long day, it is tempting to enjoy a late dinner or grab a snack before bed. Maybe a bowl of ice cream, a sandwich, or even just a cup of tea with some cookies. It seems harmless, right? But here is the truth. Eating too close to bedtime, especially after the age of 70, can be dangerous. When we were younger, our bodies could handle a late-night meal without much trouble. The metabolism worked efficiently, digestion was quick, and there was no real concern. But as we age, our digestive system slows down. It takes longer to break down food, and lying down shortly after eating can cause a range of issues, from acid reflux to heart strain. And that is just the beginning. Think about this. Have you ever gone to bed after a heavy meal and woken up in the middle of the night feeling bloated, uncomfortable, or even slightly short of breath? That is because your body is still working to process the food while it should be resting. Instead of focusing on deep, restorative sleep, your body is busy digesting, producing stomach acid, and keeping your heart rate elevated. Over time, this can contribute to long-term health issues. One of the biggest risks of eating late at night is acid reflux. When you eat and immediately lie down, gravity can no longer help keep stomach acid in place. This can lead to a burning sensation in your chest, a bitter taste in your mouth, and even coughing or choking in the middle of the night. Over time, frequent acid reflux, also known as GERD, can weaken the muscles in your throat and increase the risk of aspiration pneumonia, a serious lung infection. But the risks do not stop there. Eating late at night also affects your heart health. Studies show that consuming food too close to bedtime can lead to spikes in blood sugar and blood pressure. This is especially dangerous for people with diabetes or prediabetes, as it can interfere with the body's ability to regulate glucose levels while sleeping. And when blood sugar levels fluctuate overnight, it can increase the risk of heart attacks and strokes. A study conducted at a leading medical research center found that people over 70 who regularly ate late at night had a significantly higher risk of developing metabolic disorders, including high blood pressure, heart disease, and obesity. The body is designed to slow down at night, allowing the heart and digestive system to rest. But eating before bed forces these systems to keep working, putting unnecessary strain on them. Let's take a real-life example. James, a 75-year-old retired teacher. For years, James had a habit of eating a late-night snack. He thought it was harmless until he started waking up in the middle of the night with heartburn and chest discomfort. At first, he ignored it, assuming it was just a normal part of aging. But one night, he woke up gasping for air. After visiting his doctor, he was diagnosed with GERD and was told that his nighttime eating habits were making his condition worse. Once he started eating dinner earlier and avoiding heavy snacks before bed, his symptoms improved, and he finally got the restful sleep he had been missing. So, what should you do instead? The best practice is to finish your last full meal at least 3 to 4 hours before bed. This gives your body enough time to digest the food properly before you lie down. If you feel hungry before bed, opt for something light and easy to digest. A small handful of nuts, a piece of fruit, or a cup of herbal tea can satisfy your hunger without putting stress on your digestive system. Another important thing to keep in mind is the type of food you eat. Avoid spicy, fatty, or highly processed foods before bed, as these are harder to digest and more likely to cause acid reflux. Instead, choose whole foods that are gentle on the stomach. Foods like bananas, oatmeal, and yogurt are excellent nighttime options. Think of it this way. Your body is like a machine. When you were younger, the machine worked fast and efficiently, so eating late did not have a major impact. But as the machine ages, it requires more maintenance and care. Late-night eating is like throwing a wrench into the gears, forcing the body to work overtime when it should be shutting down and recharging. It is not about giving up food or going to bed hungry. It is about making smart choices. Just by shifting your eating schedule a little earlier and choosing lighter snacks at night, you can improve digestion, lower your risk of heart disease, and get better quality sleep. So tonight, pay attention to what you eat and when you eat it. Try finishing dinner a little earlier. If you are used to having a snack before bed, choose something light. Small changes like these can make a big difference in how you feel the next morning. And remember, your health is in your hands. Start making better choices today. Another thing to consider is hydration. Many people drink sugary or caffeinated drinks before bed, thinking it will help them relax. However, these drinks can interfere with digestion and even keep you awake. Instead of having a soda or coffee, switch to warm chamomile tea, which can aid digestion and promote relaxation. Also, listen to your body. If you notice discomfort, bloating, or trouble sleeping, it might be time to rethink your eating habits. Keeping a food journal can help you track patterns and identify which foods or behaviors are affecting your sleep. At the end of the day, it is not about perfection, it is about progress. Small, consistent changes can lead to better sleep, improved heart health, and a longer, healthier life. So take control of your nighttime routine and give your body the rest it deserves. The second. Let's talk about something we all do, drinking water. Staying hydrated is essential for good health, especially as we get older. Doctors always remind us to drink enough water throughout the day, but here is something many people do not realize. Drinking too much water before bed can do more harm than good. Have you ever woken up multiple times during the night just to use the bathroom? It might seem like just an inconvenience, but for older adults it can be much more serious. When you constantly wake up in the middle of the night, you disrupt your sleep cycles, and that has a direct impact on your health. Poor sleep has been linked to increased risks of high blood pressure, memory problems, and even heart disease. And here is something that many people do not think about. Every time you get out of bed in the middle of the night, you are putting yourself at risk of falling. When you wake up suddenly, your blood pressure is lower than normal, and standing up too quickly can make you feel lightheaded or dizzy. This is called orthostatic hypotension, and it is one of the leading causes of falls in older adults. A simple trip to the bathroom can turn into a life-changing accident. Take, for example, Robert, a 74-year-old man who was in great shape. He exercised, ate well, and did everything right, except for one thing. Every night, he drank a large glass of water before bed because he wanted to stay hydrated. He thought it was a good habit. But one night, after waking up for the third time to use the bathroom, he got out of bed too quickly, lost his balance, and fell. He fractured his hip, and it took him months to recover. His doctor later told him that limiting his water intake before bed could have helped him avoid that accident. But the risks do not stop at falls. When your sleep is constantly interrupted, your body never gets the deep, restorative sleep it needs. This can weaken your immune system, increase your risk of cognitive decline, and even lead to higher levels of stress hormones in your body. Over time, poor sleep can contribute to serious health conditions like Alzheimer's disease and heart disease. So, what can you do? You do not have to stop drinking water, but you do need to be more mindful about when and how much you drink. The best approach is to drink most of your fluids earlier in the day. Try to get your hydration in during the morning and afternoon, and then gradually reduce your intake as the evening progresses. If you often feel thirsty before bed, take small sips instead of drinking a full glass of water. Pay attention to hidden sources of liquid in your diet, things like soup, high-water content fruits like watermelon, and even some medications can contribute to excessive fluid intake. Another important tip is to avoid caffeinated beverages like coffee and tea in the evening. Caffeine is a diuretic, which means it makes your body produce more urine. If you drink a cup of tea before bed, you might find yourself waking up multiple times during the night, disrupting your sleep even more. Let's think about it this way. Your body is like a car. During the day, you fill up the gas tank, making sure it has enough fuel to run smoothly. But if you overfill the tank right before parking it for the night, the excess fuel can create problems. Your body works the same way. Giving it too much liquid before bed forces it to stay active when it should be resting. By making small adjustments, you can sleep longer and more peacefully. You will wake up feeling more rested, with better focus and energy throughout the day. And most importantly, you will reduce your risk of falls and other nighttime complications. Tonight, I challenge you to try this. Reduce the amount of liquid you drink in the evening. See if you sleep better. Notice if you wake up fewer times. Pay attention to how much more refreshed you feel in the morning. Small changes can lead to big improvements in your health. One last thing to consider is bladder health. As we age, the muscles in our bladder weaken, making it harder to hold urine for long periods. This is why many older adults experience frequent nighttime urination, also known as nocturia. While this is a common issue, it does not mean you have to accept it as normal. Practicing better hydration habits, avoiding late-night caffeine, and strengthening pelvic muscles through exercises like Kegels can all help improve bladder control and reduce nighttime disruptions. The more control you have over your nighttime routine, the better your overall sleep quality and long-term health will be. So tonight, make a simple change. Adjust your drinking schedule, avoid excess fluids in the evening, and give your body the chance to rest properly. Your future self will thank you for it. The thirds. Let's talk about something that might surprise you: your bedroom temperature. Many people love a warm and cozy room when they sleep. It feels comfortable, right? But what if I told you that sleeping in a room that is too warm could be putting your health at risk? As we age, our bodies become less efficient at regulating temperature. This means that even if you do not feel overheated, your body might be struggling to stay cool during the night. When your room is too warm, your body has to work harder to lower its core temperature, which puts extra strain on your heart. Instead of fully relaxing, your cardiovascular system remains slightly active, increasing your risk of high blood pressure and even heart issues while you sleep. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night covered in sweat, tossing and turning because you just could not get comfortable? That is your body telling you that something is off. Research has shown that sleeping in a room above 75 degrees Fahrenheit can lead to dehydration, increased heart rate, and a higher risk of blood clot formation. And here is something even more alarming. People who consistently sleep in warm environments are at a greater risk of stroke and heart disease. Think about this. Your body naturally cools down at night as part of its sleep cycle. This drop in temperature is what signals your brain that it is time to sleep. But if your bedroom is too warm, your body cannot cool down efficiently, which can cause restless sleep, more frequent awakenings, and even difficulty reaching deep sleep stages. Poor sleep quality does not just make you feel tired, it is directly linked to a weakened immune system, memory issues, and increased stress levels. Take, for example, Linda, a 72-year-old retired nurse. She had always preferred sleeping in a warm room, thinking it helped her feel relaxed. But over the years, she found herself waking up groggy, feeling more exhausted despite getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep. After speaking with her doctor, she learned that her sleeping environment was playing a big role in her health. When she lowered her bedroom temperature to around 65 degrees, she started sleeping deeper and feeling both refreshed and surprisingly energized, as if her body had finally found its ideal resting environment. So what is the ideal sleeping temperature? Studies suggest that keeping your bedroom between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit is optimal for restful sleep. It might sound a bit cold at first, but once your body adjusts, you will likely notice a huge improvement in your sleep quality. If you are worried about feeling too cold, here is what you can do. Instead of cranking up the heat, try using breathable bedding materials. Cotton and linen sheets help regulate temperature much better than heavy, synthetic fabrics. You can also wear moisture-wicking pajamas that help keep your body cool. And if you really need extra warmth, use a lightweight blanket instead of layering thick, heat-trapping comforters. Another simple but effective trick is improving air circulation. Try keeping a window slightly open for fresh air or using a fan to keep the air moving. This not only prevents overheating, but also improves air quality, which can reduce respiratory discomfort and promote better breathing during sleep. Let's think about it this way. Imagine your body is like a car engine. When you drive, the engine heats up, but at night it needs to cool down to function properly the next day. Sleeping in a warm room is like leaving the engine running all night. It overworks the system and does not allow it to reset. But if you give it the right conditions, it cools down naturally and works more efficiently the next day. By making small changes to your sleeping environment, you can dramatically improve your health. You will wake up feeling more refreshed, your heart will not have to work as hard overnight, and you will reduce your risk of serious health issues. Tonight, take a moment to check your bedroom temperature. Is it warmer than 67 degrees? If so, try turning it down slightly. You might be surprised at how much better you sleep and how much more energized you feel in the morning. One more thing to consider is the impact of poor sleep on metabolism. Studies have found that people who sleep in warmer rooms tend to have a harder time regulating their blood sugar levels. This can be especially concerning for those with diabetes or prediabetes. Sleeping in a cooler room has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity, which helps the body manage blood sugar more effectively. Also, overheating at night can lead to increased production of stress hormones like cortisol. When cortisol levels are high, it becomes harder for the body to fully relax, leading to disrupted sleep patterns and higher levels of fatigue throughout the day. Lowering your bedroom temperature can help. One small adjustment. Turn the thermostat down a couple of degrees, switch to breathable bedding, or use a fan to circulate air. You might be surprised at how much better you sleep and how much more energized you feel in the morning. 4. Let's talk about something most people never think twice about: the sleeping position. You might assume that as long as you are comfortable, it does not matter how you sleep. But after the age of 70, your sleeping position can have a huge impact on your health. Think about it. Have you ever woken up with a stiff neck, back pain, or even shortness of breath? Or maybe someone in your family has told you that you snore loudly or occasionally stop breathing for a few seconds at night. These are not just minor annoyances. They could be signs that your sleeping position is affecting your circulation, breathing, and even heart function. One of the most common yet riskiest sleeping positions for older adults is sleeping on the back. At first, it might seem like a neutral and comfortable position, but here is the problem. When you sleep on your back, gravity causes your tongue and the soft tissues in your throat to relax and fall backward, partially blocking your airway. This can lead to a condition called obstructive sleep apnea, where breathing repeatedly stops and starts throughout the night. Many people do not even realize they have sleep apnea, but the effects can be serious. It can increase the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and even sudden cardiac arrest during sleep. Studies have shown that older adults with untreated sleep apnea are at a significantly higher risk of stroke and cognitive decline. Take Robert, a 76-year-old man who had been sleeping on his back for years. His wife noticed that he would sometimes stop breathing for several seconds before gasping for air. At first he brushed it off, assuming it was just part of aging, but over time he started waking up feeling exhausted, experiencing morning headaches, and struggling to concentrate during the day. When he finally saw a doctor, he was diagnosed with severe sleep apnea. Changing his sleeping position and using a special pillow to keep his airways open made a noticeable difference. But it wasn't until he started using a CPAP machine that his sleep and overall well-being truly improved. But even if you do not have sleep apnea, sleeping in the wrong position can still negatively impact circulation. Research has found that sleeping on the right side can put extra pressure on the heart, making it harder for blood to flow efficiently. This can be especially concerning for older adults with heart disease, as it may contribute to fluid buildup in the lungs and legs, leading to congestive heart failure over time. So, what is the best sleeping position after 70? Experts recommend sleeping on your left side. This position improves circulation, allows the heart to pump more efficiently, and even helps with digestion. If you are someone who experiences acid reflux or heartburn, sleeping on the left side can prevent stomach acid from rising into the throat, reducing discomfort and improving sleep quality. If you have trouble staying on your side throughout the night, try using a body pillow to prevent rolling onto your back. Elevating your head slightly with a supportive pillow can also help keep your airway open and reduce breathing disruptions. If you experience joint pain or stiffness, placing a pillow between your knees can help maintain spinal alignment and relieve pressure on your lower back. Now, you might be thinking, but I have been sleeping this way my entire life. Can a small change make a difference? The answer is yes. Just like adjusting your diet or exercise routine can improve your overall health, making a small change to your sleeping position can have a profound impact on your well-being. Think of your body as a machine. If you place unnecessary strain on it night after night, eventually it is going to wear down. But if you take care of it, giving it the proper support and positioning, it will function more efficiently and last longer. So tonight I encourage you to pay attention to how you sleep. Are you sleeping on your back or your right side? If so, consider making the switch to your left side. It might take some getting used to, but over time, it can help you breathe better, improve circulation, and support overall heart health. Your body works hard for you every day. Give it the care it deserves, even while you sleep. One more thing to consider is spinal alignment. Poor sleeping posture can lead to long-term issues like chronic back pain, neck stiffness, and even nerve compression. If you have ever woken up with numbness or tingling in your arms or legs, it could be a sign that your sleeping position is affecting your nervous system. Adjusting your pillow height and mattress firmness can also play a role in improving sleep posture. A mattress that is too soft can cause the spine to bend unnaturally, while a mattress that is too firm can create pressure points. Finding the right balance will help ensure a comfortable and supportive sleep. Remember, small changes can lead to big improvements. Tonight, take a moment to evaluate your sleeping habits. A simple shift in position could be the key to waking up feeling more refreshed and energized every day. Now, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Everything we have talked about, eating too late, drinking too much water, sleeping in a warm room, and even the way you position yourself in bed, may seem like small things. But together they add up, and over time they can make the difference between waking up feeling refreshed or not waking up at all. The truth is that most people do not realize just how much their nighttime habits impact their overall health. They assume that poor sleep, nighttime discomfort, or waking up feeling exhausted is just part of aging, but that is not true. These issues are not just normal. They are signs that something needs to change. Think about it this way. Your body is constantly working, even while you sleep. If you give it the right conditions, it will function properly, repair itself, and keep you healthy. But if you overload it with heavy meals, disrupt it with multiple bathroom trips, overheat it, or place unnecessary stress on your heart and lungs by sleeping in the wrong position, you are making it harder for your body to do its job. Take a moment to reflect on your habits. Are you guilty of any of these? If so, do not worry. It is never too late to make a change. Small adjustments today can lead to better sleep, improved health, and even a longer life. Tonight, decide to prioritize your well-being. Your future self will thank you for it. We have covered a lot today. We talked about how eating too late at night can disrupt your digestion and heart health. We discussed why drinking too much water before bed can lead to multiple trips to the bathroom, increasing your risk of falls. We learned that a warm bedroom might feel cozy but could silently be putting stress on your heart. And finally, we explored how your sleeping position plays a major role in your breathing, circulation, and overall well-being. These might seem like minor changes, but they have the power to make a real difference in your life. Better sleep means better health, more energy, and a stronger body. It is not about perfection. It is about progress. So take a moment to think, what is one change you can make tonight? Start small, whether it is adjusting your dinner time, lowering your thermostat, or sleeping on your left side. Every little step counts. Your health is in your hands. Make it a priority. Now, I have a challenge for you. Choose one habit from today's video and commit to changing it tonight. Will you eat dinner a little earlier? Drink less water before bed? Adjust your sleeping position. Small changes lead to big results. If you found this video helpful, share it with a friend or family member who needs to hear this, and do not forget to like and subscribe so you never miss important health tips. Your future self will thank you.